Hi, Jim. It's Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Hey, Jim, I got to go pour my Mai Tai. I'll be right back.
That's why she's a good painter.
She's been painting all day, so she's, she needs
right
to.
now.
Lisa,
Yeah.
I went back and I listened to that like 3-year-old class of painting the shaking horse. And there was a woman in that class. This is when I'd first signed up. So I didn't know anybody. This woman in this class named DJ who was a hoot. And I was watching this, I was playing it back and I was laughing out loud. At one point she goes, I know I should have made a Mai Tai.
So you took her good advice.
Yes, I did.
Oh, DJ. Yeah. Whatever happened to it? The good old DJ.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen.
I'm just watching tonight because my frontier's down, so I can't paint in the basement and tune in at the same time.
You're breaking up pretty
You guys
good.
all have to do
How
double.
do you do it?
Well, I'm just following the ones. Right, shoot.
All right. Let me get the painting from last week. I don't know what did we paint? We painted a boat in snow. Oh yeah, still wet. I overdid it with some of the tree stuff, but and I got a little too yellow in some of the snow. So I have 2 dogs, so everything looks yellow to me. Every time we stop walking, all around the trees are nothing but yellow. So I figured, yeah, I'll push more yellow into it. No, yeah. There were some good ones, very good ones done. So congrats on that, guys. Tonight is our I think it's our last class. But if we have time, I'll throw in something in between here to keep you guys from going stir crazy. We'll have I'll throw in another class somewhere. I'm just not exactly sure. Becky and I, my wife and I, are having that little art show next week. And I have to get some paintings framed up and figure out what to put up and things. So I'm not sure what timing wise if I'll be able to do it next week or have to wait the week after. But
I love that one you put up today with the more blue lights. It's sort of like almost a profile.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, that was my rough.
Wow.
Roof. So anyway, well, thank you. From there, we are going on to some sheep. Okay, snow. We walked through some snow trying to get some bright things. A little weird. Put it away. Okay. We are going on to some sheep. Shouldn't be too bad.
Oh man.
I know. I had to get it in first. I wanted to get it in.
Been planning that all day.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you got me. Me.
I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Hey, it's bad humor, kid humor. So anyway, it's a simple sheep here. We got 4 or 5 sheep. it's hard to tell. There's one back and hiding back there, behind one of the other sheep there. If you don't see it, you don't have to put it in. That's the thing. Let's see. This is a nice shot. I got it off of, again, my reference site there. And it was a lot bigger picture. There was a lot more sheep. There was like a herd of sheep there. And I just picked that, cropped into a corner and found out a nice area that weren't too many to take on for a class, today's class. But there's enough that made it interesting and decent design. I'll pull it up and we'll talk about it for a few minutes and see where we go.
Hi, Jim. I have a problem because I can't get speaker view. I get
Speaker
only gallery.
What happened?
I don't know if it's my problem.
Oh, it's usually just hit the thing and you can hit the
Yeah.
picture and you can go over back.
Well, it says I hit speaker view and I only see me.
It's because you're speaking. Hit view.
Maybe do I have? No, I got the spotlight on me, so I should be the spotlight for everybody. Oh,
Hmm.
I can change that real quick. Let me see if I can help you out there. I'll remove spotlight. Okay, and then I'll put it back on. I don't know. There you go. Anyway, sorry to hear that. We're just going to go over this stuff. Let me pull up the photos.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
And everybody just
Oh my gosh.
shoot. Oh shit. Oh God. Oh,
The class is up for grabs.
I tell you, everybody's got something to say here. And I mean, we got bad Wi-Fi. We got people who can't get out the, speaker view and can't. Oh my God. Anyway, what are we gonna do? Anyway, here are our sheep. Yeah, I like the profile of this guy. This guy had the best stance. One leg up, two legs back like that. Nice look. And then you have the sheep behind here. I'm not sure about this one right over his head. It almost looks like a hat. So you might have to move him back a little bit before he doesn't. There's some separation there. This is what I was talking about. This little back end of this guy. You can see that's another sheep. They are probably spread out very evenly. I really like the lighting on the face, even though it was kind of a foggy shot. I thought the rim lighting on it, just a little bit of light going around the outsides and just a little bit hitting in his nose like that, was really nice. And it was only one face to do where there's no other faces here. Everybody else is heads down. So we got one hero sheep and some nice color to the ground. I like the frosted ground here. It looks really interesting. This, you can see it faded up above here, up above on the screen, that on top of the picture there. Was fog. That was the fog lifting. And that was going across this long shot here. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. So, I'll leave it in and see what else we can do to it. And if we don't like it, we can always paint the dark area up there up a little bit. It's no big deal.
You took the photo, Jim?
No, I didn't. I borrowed it. We did.
Okay.
We did go see some sheep herding when we were in Ireland last year, but and I took tons of photos and everything. But they were all kind of felt like kind of a little far away, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
This one feels a little bit better. Easier for us all to work on. Values. Nice when gray, turn it to gray, we can see it that the values are, they're down here around 5s and 6s, for the grass and everything. The highlights, if you can look at these highlights over here, anything like this, even on this, they're around 3s and 4s at the most. They're really not. So it's a very muted painting. It's very, mid-tone type painting. So we shouldn't have too much trouble. We don't have to use that much white. Yeah, the high spots are, even that highlight on his face isn't very bright. It's really, 3s and 4s maybe. Darks are still pretty dark. They're still down there around 8s. This area stuff around 8, probably back in here too. Well, that's 9. See, you got to learn to count. 8. And that is the magic of this painting. It is a tonalist type painting. It's, except for you got a live animal in it. Just a nice little landscape. We're going to try and find some good color in it. Hopefully to, I can tell you right now the color's mixed up. It's a pretty simple one. You can see the color in the grass kind of gives it away, the greenness into it, right? And the warmth of the sheep itself against it. That's pretty neat. I love this little cool area right on its back, this little cool area coming over the top and then going into the warms and then going into the darker warms. So, interesting wall. So, any questions? Come on, we're 8 weeks in. We should be able to say we don't need no stinking questions. We are all good to go. Okay. All right. That's it. I gave you guys have been warned. We are moving on. Is it? Let me see. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Looks like everybody's here though. Okay. So hopefully you all understand that. Come back over here to our colors. We're moving along fast today because we got to get this done. It's the last class. Got to have this puppy finished. I didn't even clean. I painted today and I didn't even clean up my brushes. Oh well. Titanium white, of course. Cad yellow light. Cad red light. Cad orange. Yellow ochre. Oxide red light. Alizarin crimson. Cobalt blue hue. Phthalo green. And transparent oxide. I could have gone faster. I should have tried to see if you guys would. Anyway, then we have some nice couple bristle brushes. Will be good for getting this fur here and pulling it over. We probably could almost paint this whole thing with these bristle brushes because of all the grass and even in the background. There's really not any really clean hard edges, except for a couple highlights in the edge, in the nose, and maybe on the sides of the head. That where you might really kind of need a synthetic. So bristle brush might be an interesting one to go with today. I do have my big brushes, my synthetics. It looks like he's pretty beat up today. So I got that. I got a bunch of really nice dirty brushes down here. So we will go to work with those. Lots of dirty brushes. All right. Colors. Let me pull it up. This might take a second. I forgot to get rid of this one. Okay, here it is. Yes. All right. Probably didn't even need it up. I could have told you, like I said, told you the colors just by seeing it. All right. Since this is the last class, somebody tell me a color to start with. Any color on the palette. Lisa, tell me a color.
Sienna.
Sorry, I'm Mike. Light oxide red.
Alizarin and blue.
Wait a second. One at a time. One oxide red. What would you mix it with?
Blue.
My screen is showing some blues and greens. I'm not sure I'm seeing the same colors as you.
Or green. Yeah, green would work too.
Seeing, yeah.
Okay, why don't we go with, I'll
Then
tell you,
it's gonna go purple.
we will go with a blue, we'll go with green on the blue shade.
Okay.
Okay. All right, next color. Give me another color. Kathleen, since you're not doing anything but sitting on the couch.
Wait, so Jim, what is that? That's green and what? And burnt sienna?
No, this is oxide red light. What do you have?
Your
Or-
oxide. Yeah. Oxide and blue. Or oxide and green.
Which
Just
one
get
is it?
This is oxide and green.
Okay.
You got to give me another one.
Oh, you did oxide. Oh, I said alizarin the first time.
Yeah, I know. Well, you
Yeah.
tell me.
Like when you use alizarin?
You would do one with the alizarin?
Alizarin and green and
Oh, I kind of just did green. Yeah, I just kind of threw it out there. Didn't even give you a chance. Good idea. I like that. All right, good job. Well,
purple.
we had Linda. You've been painting all day. You should be warmed up. Any other colors you see?
No, I'm exhausted.
Ah. Okay. So we got 4 colors. You got to give us another one.
I'll say blue and alizarin on the red side.
Okay. Where do you see that?
On his body
In his body? Okay.
in the grass.
Just asking. I'm not trying to.
Blue and alizarin?
Blue and alizarin. One on each side. But she said definitely one on the red side. Okay. So we got some nice cools going now. All right.
What about your red oxide? Or
We got
Blue.
red oxide with blue.
sure.
Sure, look, we could try that. Hey, I get these paints for free. We can go ahead and just, use them all up.
That's a warmer one anyway.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit warmer. You never know. We might be able to find some place. We'll find a place for it. Definitely. This color grayed down is a very good smoky color too. So definitely can even it'll end up being probably a lot of places. So definitely one on the blue side and the reddish side too. Be nice. Okay, now we got some warms. Tell me these warms on the side of his face here, on his chest coming over here. What would you mix with that?
How about a little orange?
Okay. Okay, just orange?
Well, orange and the green or the blue.
Oh, which one? Which one? You got to tell me. This
Yeah,
is
I couldn't even print it up today, so I'm kind of looking at it really small. I can't really see the color. How about somebody else?
no,
Oh,
no. You can't just walk away. You made me put out orange. You tell me why. No, you're right.
well,
You're
yeah,
right.
the green. The green would make a nice gray, right?
It will. But I'm going to go with blue. I'm going to go with blue
Okay.
because the blue will gray it out a little bit too. But we'll we're going to keep it warm. It'll just be an ochre, but he'll keep it at bay just a little bit more. So that'll be more on the blue side. Let's see, the other one will just slightly be in here, be more on the orange side. So as you can tell, didn't take much. That was good. Congrats.
Okay, and that is blue and orange.
Yeah, that's just blue and orange. Can you believe that? That's just blue and orange. Okay.
Okay, Lynette, it's your turn.
Yeah, Lynette, what value would you take all these down to? What value? What's the value would you say this grass is?
To an 8 or a 7?
7's a good value. Thank you. That's
This
all
kind of reminds me of The Price is Right.
I know. What are you gonna win? What are you gonna win? Bring him on down, Charlie. Hey. Yeah. I could have been a game show host. I could have been a contender. Oh, forget it. Anyway,
Another Drew Barrymore, is that his name? Drew Barry?
is you doing it? I have no idea. I don't watch much of that
You
stuff.
watch the game show?
No, I don't watch any game shows. Okay. So bringing these to a 7, Lynette says. See, if it doesn't work, I get to blame Lynette.
Okay, I'm on my phone because my iPad wouldn't cooperate. So
Oh, what a good. See, that's a good excuse. Very good one.
Me too, Lynette.
All right. She says, take these colors to a 7. That is just slightly right there at 7.5. So just a little bit lighter. Okay. Should be on the green side, but it looks like not coming up very green. It's kind of look like I made both these guys about the same on the red side. So I'm going to push this guy to the green side a little bit more. A lot more, probably. Oops. There we go. Now bring in some more white. Calm it down. Back to 8. There we go. No, that looks right. Okay. Yellow, green, and alizarin. Wow. Maybe I didn't put any alizarin in this one. Wow, that was like full blown. That's really way too much. It's nice purple now, but gotta get back on. Oh, I'm taking the whole pile. I don't really need it that dark, so take it right there. Just enough white to make it to it. 7. It's probably 8. It's more like a 9. Tells you how much white you got to put in here. That's 8. That should do it. Ah, see, I overcompensated on that one. Way too much. Okay. There we go. Love that. That's the purple side, the red side. I'm gonna have to mix those two up again up there. We will see. Blue and alizarin. Wow. Where did that come from? Got some dog hair in here. Gotta get those out. And you can see this is really, somebody said wanted it on the red side. That's why this is so red. But I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. Some blue into it. There we go.
That was blue and like Venetian or
Alizarin. These are alizarin.
oh, okay.
The next colors are blue and Venetian, or oxide red. And they, yeah, it's a 6, 7, or 8. Okay, and see the blue. Okay. You can see that all the way through. That's a lot. These grayed out colors are going to be perfect in here. Okay. Yellows, these guys are pretty much already there. I mean, they're going to take much to turn these blue and orange together here to get them to behave, to get into here. Okay. Don't know if that one will be in here very much, but let's lighten it up enough. Maybe I can use it later on. Okay. So, good colors. We got enough darks for the base bodies, and for the top. We got some nice midtones for this thing, but I'm thinking value-wise for the grass and stuff. Well, we're really close. We're close. We need a few lighter versions of these guys, so I'm gonna take these guys down, take a piece of them, and just a piece of the midtones, and we'll get them all to about I said 4s are about right. 4 should be about it. We might have to go up to 3 on some highlights around these guys, but not much. Well, it's going to be pretty. That's it. It's a simple color palette for this. This would have been a good one for like a limited palette. If we were doing limited palette where you only used, 4 colors or 3 colors and white, red, blue, and yellow, and trying to make this happen. Could work out pretty easily. The nice thing is the sheep is not like, real colorful. It's really earthy in colors. So it's not a big deal. That is still, that's way down here. That's still a 5. Just enough white to make it go over. There we go. Is there any other colors anybody sees that we don't have?
Well, there's some darker colors like browns.
Yeah, up back in here.
In the legs and the
The
fur at the bottom. I don't know, it's brown, but I suppose that could be
sure.
something else. I don't know.
Okay. Can mix.
Could there be almost like orange in his fur, like at the front in the chest?
Definitely. Right. I would say orange and blue.
Okay.
Are you thinking like highlights like blue and white or green and white?
Yeah. Those, if you have, what do you think? What do you see? What do you see going
Or
around?
yellow and white? I don't know. Yellow would be too much.
Be good.
Ochre, maybe?
Ochre.
Ochre, yeah, that's a good
Ochre
one.
always good. Okay, there we go. Some nice calls. Yellows, whites, pinks.
Yeah, red and white.
Red and white. Yeah, something like that might be nice in there. Maybe some orange and white.
Yeah.
I have been finding lately that my orange and white have been really nice highlights. For some reason, they're mixing, crossing over that just being yellow or red, pink. So it seems like it's working out pretty well.
See, Lynette, you were on the right track with that orange.
She was.
Mine looks too creamy.
Too much white.
Dreamsicle.
Yeah. Looks like a
You
creamsicle.
got a dreamy sheep. She's sleeping. She's counting sheep, right? Oh boy, went there too. Get them all in. I'm taking them all, guys. No one's gonna come here and bug me. All right, yeah, highlights. Definitely. There was a yellow, ochre and white. With a little bit of ochre and white. I'm just gonna leave that. Definitely, probably, like I said, it's still highlights are probably no more than a 2. Keep them down. Keep them. 2. 2 is the highest. That's even too high. Probably 2. That's good enough though. Thinking that. Here we go. There we go. Nice. And I'll be about to highlight.
Some kind of light blue on his back.
Oh, nice light blue on his back. Okay.
Is it a warm blue? I can't tell him. I think it's warm. I can't tell.
Well, it is warm. So I would probably go with like a green You might steal from over here from the oxide, transparent oxide on the green side. Because a lot of times, that might be if you put it up there, it goes on the blue side, it's the alizarin and phthalo green. Now I was trying to warmer green here, trying to get in here. That might go, as you can even see over the grass, it's in the grass. But this alizarin and blue mix is it. You might have to just kick in a little more green into it. Just like that. And it looks just like sky blue. Just want to put a little bit, make a little bit more. Okay. Oh, heck, I probably should have made enough to get in the grass too. Anyway. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's almost pretty good to go. Might need a pink. I might need a cad red and white. Just sometimes around those guys. Just enough cad red to pop that over. Anything else? All right. I'm pretty good to go with that. That's a nice little clean palette. I'll tell you again, we'll come up with what colors we did. Came up with phthalo green and oxide red light. Bring him down to about a 7, and then bring him down to about a 4. And I brought these guys down to about 2s, 3s, 2s. Then we did phthalo green and alizarin. And, sometimes the colors aren't really just in the dark. So we're looking more what this color is going to end up being at the end. I always know this color is always going to be a nice, beautiful purple, great little grayed out purple that works great in these paintings. It has a nice, it doesn't scream like some of these colors, these cool ones. It still has a cool sense to it. So, all right. When we have alizarin and blue coming down and coming down again. It's gonna be nice in some of these in this finding spots for it in the grass and things, because you got a big area of grass and you don't have a whole lot of could get kind of boring really quickly just by putting in one color. So having other colors to spice it up, that's what the impressionists would do. We got oxide red light and blues. This one's supposed to be on the blue side. This one's supposed to be on the oxide side. I'm going to put a little bit more blue in that one. Now I see it closer. Just a touch more. Okay. And then coming down, then over here we got blue and orange. Now blue and orange, you usually use phthalo green, but phthalo green just really helps, it really spikes it up, makes it go really rich. What this does stays kind of rich, but it can gray down to a nice kind of a nice neutral ochreish color. And so that came down pretty nice. Kept it on the orange side, and then a nice little warm, very woolly feel. over here, this is ochre, just regular ochre. It's white. And then this is phthalo green and oxide red mix over here. Came over here and added a lot of white to it. Trying to get it on the green side. Definitely, it's probably going to end up being in the across the frost. But it, we were looking on the back of the sheep itself, and it had a little bit more blue to it. So if it had more blue to it, it's more on the alizarin side. That's what we did there. Then we did a pink one here, more phthalo green, cad red light and white. So that is it. That is our look at that beautiful palette. All right, toughest part. What would you tone the canvas with? Who am I going to talk to? Who does? Kathleen's the only one not paying attention, so let's get her. Kathleen, what color would you want to tone it with?
Red oxide or burnt sienna or one of those warmer ones, maybe.
There you go. She's a smart girl. She knows their stuff. Okay.
I just watched a lot of videos with you.
It's just a nice go-to. It's just a nice, clean color that kind of plays well with a lot of warms to cools. You know, it just doesn't jump in there and take over. So, all right. I put oil out. I just got to get everything set up here. 1 second.
Hey, Jim, it's Mike.
Mike, what's up?
Quick question. Have you done anything with the settings on your end? Because I'm having a hard time getting you displayed as the speaker.
Here, give me a second here.
That was my problem too, and it still is on my iPad. So
Right there?
I'm on my iPhone and you're okay, but not on the iPad.
That's weird. No, I have not done anything. I don't think I've hit any buttons or they might have had an update or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I can end up taking it somehow into YouTube and following it, but otherwise it's like I can't see it in Zoom, but that's okay. I can paint from the recording. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want,
but I'm worried about it.
Yeah, if you want to use your iPhone, Mike, that's working.
Okay.
And how about logging out altogether and then log back in?
Yeah.
I did that several times.
They get lost. They're gonna be lost. Okay. Well, you know, there's really nothing I've done or can do except for, you know.
No, don't worry. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right. Sorry, Mike. All right. Put this up here for you.
So the sheep is right in the center.
Ooh, there we go. Somebody got an A.
Good
Well,
point.
it could be the center third.
No, somebody caught it. Good going. Yes, it is sort of in the center. Oh, you know, I was trying to be tricky. I really was. I should have known better. You know, she picked it out just like that. Yeah, it is slightly in the center. It's heads off center, but we could definitely, you know, slide it back just a hair more. Might work a little bit better. Let's see what we got. Good job. Good call. You know, I got a bunch of you guys are on the fence too about these grades coming out of this class. You know, you guys better, you know, turn your homework in. I want to see some stuff up there. Definitely, you can keep it dark at the top. Definitely a 1/3, 2/3, at least, almost 3/4 to 1/4. Really, really get that dark up there top. One of the things also when I was working on that, the space here of in the background in the trees, that little bit of fog coming in, making sure that was not going to end up being slicing the middle of this section, making a stripe. So you got to really keep it up. It's one of those little things that close to what the heck is it, and is there enough? Is it too much, or is it splitting it? So it's one of those things you got to just bring it down enough where you can tell what it is. And if nothing else, just paint it out. Don't worry about it. Okay. Tell you, it's kind of a red background. Probably might not be really too bad in this one because you got these greens coming in here, and just the grays and the greens mixing, will probably gray them out enough that it won't stand out so much. Get a little bit more neutral feel to it. We'll see. Just take off the oil a little bit. It's funny, I had an email from one of our students today, and they didn't want to put in eyeballs on a horse. They were scared to. Can't believe that.
Eyeballs scare me.
Eyeballs scare. These are dots. They're nothing more than a dot when they're that far away. They don't have to be.
My canvas was small.
I know. So it's a dot. It's a dot. That's too big. Like that. So,
I don't want him to look cross-eyed, though. That's another consideration.
Oh yeah. Well, I know. Oh, I just thought that was funny. I tried to give you some good information, though. I told her she could glaze it. She could wait till it's dry.
Yeah.
And, you can just wait till it's dry, put a glaze on top of it, on top of your dry painting. And then you can put it in there. And if you don't like it, you can wipe it out. You can do that for quite a lot. So.
But that's going to be like 6 months, right?
No. A couple weeks. A couple weeks. Less than that, probably. You're down there in Florida. You're all warm. So, you guys, that thing would probably.
It was as warm here today as it was in Chicago, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it did get kind of warm here. So.
Yeah.
We are going to be the new Miami pretty soon. What they tell us, they keep telling us that.
Yeah.
Someday. Okay, so I moved it over a hair, and I should it's about the right spot. I didn't really tell you guys anything about drawing it out or anything. Mostly it's just look at it, as you can see, it's nothing more than a rectangle. Rectangle with the cut off corners. And then this is just a folded up part of it. Comes up a square, put a square on top of that rectangle, and that's it. That's all you have to do. just, recognize the shapes. This oxide red might come in handy for ears too, inside those red ears. So, all right. A little bit wider, a little front. Sorry. Got to make sound effects as I draw paint. Little fat little legs going through. Okay. Eyeballs. Okay.
Are their eyes farther apart than a dog's? Seems to me they are.
They look a little bit, they're more on the side of their heads,
Yeah.
just a little bit more. Yeah. Since I shrunk this guy down. Yeah, they are.
But yours look perfect, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. You're looking on a small phone. You should see what it looks
I
like.
know.
Oh man, what it looks
Looks
like.
great from here.
Oh my God. I even say that sometimes. I look at it. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, there's a sheep right above his head. I've shrunk my guy down enough that it's not going to come into become a hat. And also I'm going to slide it over a little bit so it's not directly above him. Slide it over a little bit. This sheep right there with that black head. But we did when we were in Ireland this summer. We for a couple days. We did go and see some one of those border collies out there chasing down sheep. And it was really interesting. I mean, that guy, they jump when he comes by. They really do move pretty quick. He had him back in no time. He says they take him up in the mountains and just let them go. The sheep go, and then they send the dogs out at the end of the season and go pick them up, and they just run, bring them back so quick. And they just spray numbers on their spray a letter on the back of them, so they know whose sheep it is. All right, 3, 4 sheep, 5 sheep all together. I want to make this guy a little bit bigger, more substantial. We can just add a little more weight to him down here. His legs are still pretty short, so okay. That's the thing. Bring his shoulder in, going up right off his head. Okay. Nicely split in thirds. And that's the sun. Okay. And then the rest is grass. Okay. This guy can go back and he needs to go back. There. Catch it, that guy. All right. Our darkest colors. Simple. Phthalo green and oxide red. Those were the colors I was definitely gonna go for. I said, yeah, those are it. Those are all over it. So if I use the green side, you can put it in full strength pretty much down in here. Even into the leg here, into the back of the leg, and into the thing. Almost full strength at the bottom shadows and coming up. It's going to look just like wool too. I mean, because that's the interesting other thing about this stuff out all the wool back in here. Yeah, dragging up a little bit, about halfway. Keeping him dark. Also putting a little brown on him. So I'll go on the other side, the red side. Trying to get that back into here a little bit. It was back end. It's a little heavier. You might put it in like the red, you'll find in creases and stuff like in between like an arm in the body here, or a leg in the body. Stuff. So yeah, you might be able to just put it in ahead. Okay. Okay. Now, whatever I have left in my brush here, I'm just going to push down for shadows. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. There you go. Pretty much gone. All right. Oh, Jesus. Got rid of it. All right. Next color, phthalo green and alizarin. Yeah, there's really, I mean, I was thinking some little right here on the bottom areas or maybe on the back of the leg here, but not very much really. Maybe this guy's head goes a little bit darker. But I was thinking back maybe in here. I'm going to go with the phthalo green a little bit. Phthalo green on top, and then switching over to the alizarin side up top, up here. That's a little bit heavy. Once you say, yeah, it's really heavy. Wow. Anyway. And again, done with that color. Just get it out of my brush a little bit. Yeah, alizarin and blues. I'm gonna hold off on those guys for now. I got some spots for them, but I don't think they're quite that dark that they need to go in. I'd rather go with the other oxide red and blue. Red on here. Maybe I'm just gonna see if I can bring that into here a little bit more into the chest. Coming up a little bit. You can see it just very. Okay. couple trees back in this fog here. Just little marks. Don't have to be much. Trying to make that just a little interesting. Okay. A little bit of that blue now. Back at the bottom of these trees, you basically we're not seeing all the seeing almost the midsection of these trees looks like. This hill covers them up. Must be a nice drop off after it. So just a few messed up little things to do up there. Basically, just looking for interesting marks, kind of that could resemble the photo, but nothing too much. And the blue side here again, probably you can start to get a little bit into the sheep. Look like I made my sheep a little big here. Okay.
Jim, which pile are you working from?
Oxide red and blue on the blue side.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm working with right now. I guess I should have put the leg in. Just gonna run that color out of my brush a little bit.
When you dip your brush in, do you just get a smidgen on it?
Yeah, I don't get a whole lot. I try not to get too much because there is residue on the canvas, but sometimes it just doesn't glide as well. So yeah, I will
Yeah,
sometimes,
because it always looks like it's not streaky either.
yeah. So it's
The hairs stay together.
the hairs stay together, and it doesn't. I'm not using like I said, a ton of oil. It is a very light amount, just enough to hold together.
Okay, I think I get too much on mine.
You might over dip it.
Yeah.
Just a pinch between your cheek and gum. That's all you need.
But he always does so well.
He does. It's nice just to watch tonight. Let it really sink in. Hopefully.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
can you tell? I can't tell which back leg is coming to the front of the
Is that my
sheep.
fault? Is that my
No,
fault?
it's the picture. I can't tell.
Okay, it's the back. The back one is the front one. The far one, his leg all the way back is
The one towards us.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
The other one's catching shadow.
That's what I was thinking. But it's like if you follow the curve of his butt down, it looks almost like the front leg is
almost falls in that one spot.
Okay, thank you.
It could be either one. I'm not a real sheep connoisseur. But hey, but that's a good catch. I mean, I think it's better that it's more of a pose if his foot's far in the back one on the front side. This one compared to this one back here. I think this one also comes in a little lower than that one too. So that's what I would go with.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. That's what I'm here for. I am now just switching over to the phthalo green and oxide red mix with on the green side, and it is pretty green, but it's not too bad. I mean, it really is really close to some of these greens in the foreground, and I just graded it out. In fact, and I probably should have kept the regular bright green. See, I graded it out a little bit because but these settings, these two greens together, are going to do the trick. And I said, when I'm doing this and going like this, I go, this would be perfect spot for a bristle brush. Why am I doing, working like this? When a bristle brush will do it. So that's what I'm going to go to. That'll give me a little more scratchy feel. This would have probably been a good, palette knife painting too. Going, oh man, just nice one simple critter plus, a lot of this stuff. I mean, this stuff can be doing the ground and stuff like this can be a little monotonous. So I'm just going to feed this green in a little bit at this front end. There is a little gully. I'm kind of making a little crease here between, going an angle back here. If you can see it there and here, it's just a little down, drops down. So a little lighter on the front end, and then on the back end, just a little shade going up, change directions. I think this is, this would probably even a good one to do, like even if you're doing plein air or something like that, because I mean, look at these shadows are almost all the right same. You mix up three colors, and all you got to do is concentrate on the drawing. So we'll see. We'll see. But I haven't even started on the sheep's head or any of that stuff yet. I have to shrink that head down a little bit. Checking the drawing out as I go. Okay. So this is just like writing cursive, right? Just right in here. In here too, so I don't know, that could be a tree. Could be a tree value. Well, nice mess. Sorry, just very talkative today. More about other things than that. So no, so that's just getting the greens in here. Nice bristle brush, feeding them in. Um, Looking for directions of anything like these shadows or any of these tufts of grass here. It's just kind of like telling me which way to brush stroke should go. Okay. Just going for a walk in with that color. That's a, there's your, it shouldn't be in the center, but his head's almost in the center. That's the little thing about this one. It's just, you push him back, you put him forward, then all of a sudden, instead of, his body being equally spaced, all of a sudden now his head's sort of in the center of the painting. What to do? Anyway, we're going to go start to get into these midtones now. This is the oxide, red side of that green and oxide, where the green was on the outside, basically doing the yeoman's work back in here. Now I'm going to bring the gray side, red side in to start working on the sheep. Got all those darks in there so I bring them in here. I want to, when I hit these areas, I want to twist my brush off. When I come down to here, I want to twist that brush off. I don't want a straight line. I want to take and twist my brush when I'm done with the stroke here. So it'll make that pretty much give me the wool feel of this sheep without doing too much. Just twisting that brush or rolling it, whatever you have to do. Do something with it. Okay. Okay. We'll look around and see where else this color can go.
Jim, what color is this you're doing right now?
Phthalo green and oxide red light with white to about a 7. Yeah, this is the red side. I did the green side, which did all the background, pretty much did everything else. Now the red side did pretty much the midtones of the basic midtones of the guy. I think this goes up a little higher. Yeah, that's what I was using back there. Just going through my colors, basically. Now I got the cooler oxide, phthalo green and alizarin mixes with white, touch of white. We were talking about maybe going on the spots in here. I'm just
Sorry, Jim, what pile was that?
phthalo green and
Alizarin
alizarin.
on the green
Right.
side?
Yes, it's on the green side.
Thank you. Sorry.
Well, no, I don't think you need to ask. That's the thing. I didn't think you paid attention.
I'm
thought
too
you
busy
just-
trying to keep up.
It's keeping up. You should be done. Anyway, I'm also using that in a few spots here in the gully here to get some distance, and maybe I'll probably use it over here on the side here in the grass area too, just to get some coolness and little heavier darks going down in front here, just to bring this area forward a little bit. Okay, about it. Very thin yet too. I'm not like basically scraping it all in. Not even putting in very hard.
Jim, when you say you're putting the phthalo green and alizarin in the front, is that the alizarin that's bringing you forward then?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. The alizarin should be bringing me, except for at this value and stuff, it just kind of goes a little cool, but it should be a little darker right at the bottom. And that will help give you a little contrast right in here, just to, pull this section area up a little closer to you.
I'm just trying to
Just give
understand how you
distance.
think to do that.
Oh, don't do that. That's bad news.
Okay, I'll just watch.
You don't want to go there. Don't go there. Yeah. I was just trying to get a little more contrast up front. And
Okay.
I was trying to do it with those colors. But even that I could tell was going to be just a little light, too light. So you need a little
Without
bit.
it. Yeah.
And so when we do get to see this color back in here, it is pretty close to what's going to kind of end up going on top.
Yeah.
So it should start to work. Should have started working. That's what I'm thinking. So, and that's why I'm just going back and putting a few more darks here and there, just to give it
Just
some more.
to lead your eye back. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just to bring stuff forward so the distance falls back a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell, I won't be doing any of that back in there, but they have some darks in them. This guy doesn't have, so. With a dark face, this guy. So,
Yeah.
anyway, I was trying to see what else I can do. So that'll work. Bring it up one more tone, and there we go. That's now alizarin side. Everything's going to start getting less now. See, the alizarin doesn't. I thought that was going to turn green. Yeah. Right back in here. It is coming over that blue green. This is phthalo green and oxide red right there. That's the color there on the green side. It does look a little bluer. It's all the other stuff. So Put that in, like, that's what I used on the ground here too. Well, I used the, no, okay, I didn't. I used the darker version of it. This is the lighter version. Kind of went too soon, but anyway, basically I went to that because I was looking at the alizarin in phthalo green, going down in here, pulling it down a little bit more. And that's where I decided, well, the green isn't going to be phthalos and alizarin. We're going to be the color. It's going to have to be warmer. It needs to be warmer. And I was right. Oh, I'm so right. Okay. I'm going to just go through my midtones up there. I might go through pretty quick here, it looks like. Because I don't see too many of these purples up here. Purple grays, though. Let me try this one. Oxide red and blue on the red side. Put just a little bit more red into it. I think it's not quite that. I was thinking right here at the bottom, but yeah, just I think it's gonna have to be green. This is green. Oxide red, phthalo green, more red in it. Give me that kind of look. Because that was just too cool. That's the same one, so I can put a little more green in it. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get to our oranges and grays. Blue and orange. Because I knew that going over these purples that I have in here is going to shine right. So what I'm trying to do is leave strokes in between, spaces in between my color. Every stroke I put in, leave a little space on the nip between my next stroke and that. So you'll get the feel of, texture of the stuff without, overrunning it. Yeah, okay, so it's a little bit of that blue and orange. It's going to come in. That's what's giving this working out pretty well. I was thinking that was going to be definitely into into this one area on the front. It's going to be more on the orange side right here. And that was a good bristle. I would have laid the color on my brush equally. I probably would have had a good stroke there. Okay. This color now is going to go in probably a few other places, I would think. I'm going to put it up here in its top of its head here. me go get some sheep in the back. Bring them. Look, I'm going to find it more in their midtones. Trying not to get rid of except all the greens and purples I put in there, but we got it. Okay. Since I got those oranges too, I want to just go back. There's a few spots in these trees back in here I wanted to twist in the space here just to get some light coming through between those two trees and some warm light. At least this is the introduction of that warm light to the painting. So when we do the shadows, you can get this orange in there. Won't feel too off. So, like I said, orange is in here. Barely any orange showing up. Okay. And start putting in some of these oranges into these areas here just to get some things going. I'll work on the face a little bit. I just got to get this orange kind of like off the brush here a little bit. And might as well just, let's see where else I can get this color. Up front here before I go too light. When I go to the light, all right. That was my, I got all the, just go through a few more midtones here. This is, again, this is just orange and blue. This is on the blue side plus white. Getting a little lighter. That's about it. this rim light going around them, definitely just going to be using the tip of my brush, putting it in there. Try not to do too much more than that. Definitely a little clean oil on my brush.
What color is that, Jim?
This is orange and blue on the
It's
orange side with white.
still there.
To about a 7, yeah. This is really
Okay.
on the orange side though, where the other one was just on the blue side.
Huh.
Yeah, this because this is the blue side right there.
Okay.
So start thinking about highlights going down these legs. And I put it in the side of the face here. Get something in there. Okay, I'm going to see what else I can do with this color. This is the cat orange and blue, but it's on the cat orange side, and with white to about a, I think it's right around a 7. I'm thinking that's going to be kind of going across here. It's almost like in waves too. The grass, you can just, bunches. So some areas like this, then they aren't going to get very much more. That's about it. Just they don't have to have a ton of. But I'm looking for more places that have a little bit of warmth. At least the paint is starting to gradually build up. I basically want to scratch that color in when it's like this to get as much color as I can in here. And scratching it in like this, you create less mud. If you just put it in there and leave it and go quick instead of overworking too fast. So I'm coming with that orange up here a little bit, up to about here. And then I'm gonna have to go to a lighter version of it for the rest. Okay. Maybe underneath this. Now, smaller brush. I'll work on the head a little bit. Now, this is that blue phthalo green and oxide red with white, probably to about a 4. And I was going to do that for that nose here, coming down, the shadow side of that face, coming in. Look where else you can find it. Okay, so find it. Coming up a little bit and over here. Maybe just a couple spots underneath. That's about it. Got his tail part here. Gonna keep going with that color a little bit. This is that green. Saw it in the back of these guys. The highlights. Tops of these. Could go just a hair lighter. Okay. It's a little bright. Might be closer to green. So this is basically oxide red and phthalo green going in here. These grasses here. And they're almost closer to the green side, which I put up here. And they are the red side, which I would think being warmer would be the color. But it's not. And I'm going to be putting that pretty much right where I put all that orange, going and crossing over it. Just get a quick mix. Now I'm starting to shape this sheep a little bit using that light. And I guess, Really, I thought this was going to be a lot more red in this color, but it's really more green. It is a green color on the green side, at least. So, and that's just seeing it in lines, going across here. Grass. Use that back in here. You're here. It lightens up on its own too. Okay, well. You go over it really lightly and it's almost like doing a pastel. And I'm trying to keep a lot of colors to show through. That's a sheep. Right there. That's a doggone sheep. Definitely got to warm up the side, so I'm not going to do any more of that. Okay. Right back in here. Yeah, this is.
Is that pretty much the same color that you have in the front, but because there's white under it, it's coming through lighter?
Yeah, pretty much. This is just this
Okay.
is where I scratched it. It was mixing a little bit. And then back in here, there's nothing it's mixing with. So it's just a little bit lighter. You can start to see the green through there. Yeah. Sometimes your plans work out. You plan it like that. But this is great. Well, pretty much how I do grass. Trying to get a lot of color in there underneath. Boy, lucky, I didn't pick that eagle to paint tonight. Since you weren't painting.
Yeah, I would have really been bummed.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do it. I don't want to bum you out. To tell you the truth, I just have not been a great patriotic mood lately. So it was like, didn't.
I get that.
Okay, so it's all right. It's always a tough one.
Well, and you got to find the right one too.
I do have some great ones. I'll send you the ones I have. I have some super ones that are more unique that would have been interesting to paint, but
I
since you're not here, I'm glad I went this way.
Well, I like to do sheep a lot, so that's
Oh,
cool.
really? Okay.
Well, I haven't done a lot of them, but I mean, I think they're kind of cool.
I like them. They're just like little square, pillows you're painting,
Yeah, they're like a dog with a heavy coat.
Yeah, they're really, sort of a shape, but not a big one. And yeah, it's fun. They're kind of fun. Yeah, so that was a phthalo green and oxide red. Kind of mixed almost two of more on the green side than on the red side, but I didn't use it quite as I toned it down a little bit more than going with it like I did with the on the sheep here. I toned it down a little bit more, so it's not quite as green. So I did put a little more red into it. Just to knock it off a little bit. I'm just going to come back, just trying to straighten up with a little drawing, and then come back with a little bit warmer colors. I'm going to switch over. This is a blue and orange and white. And this is like at a pretty high key. This is 4, 3, 4, and I was thinking about that, and it's almost too bright for that. Good. So it is, at least a 4. You want to go too bright. And that's going to be come back in here. It's almost like the light coming across, like lines coming across here from the shadows, this warm light. So it's ochre, basically ochre. It's orange and blue, but with on the blue side, just slightly on the blue side. I'm going to come back probably and see what the orange side does too a little bit. And it kind of comes across its very back edge. And like I said, it almost makes it could be the sun, the light. So bringing that up whenever I get back here to the, fence line, the line back in here, I'm just really just going to be nibbling at that line with the paint. Just you want to hit it a few times. That's about it. That's all you need. Okay, so this is the brown side. So I'm going to probably switch as I come forward to the orange side. But I know this white is way too strong, so I'm going to tone it down. It has to be same value as the color I just put in. And so I'm going to put a little orange into it. It's not going to be as bright. So it's not as bright as I had. Because I want to put that in right in here. Yeah, that's it. And this is just going to be the highlights on the grass. Probably going to end up being a little bit in this guy's head too. I'm probably looks like I'm way too short, or I'm too tall on his back here. Push his back down. Yeah. Okay. Just find those little warm spots that kind of get you gets you, breaks the line, breaks the path here against all those cools, those greens. So it should start being really close to the value of some of these sheep down in here too. And sometimes just feel like all I'm doing is drawing them in, basically. Just getting those lines. That's all I do. Here's the light version of that. This is like supposed to be for this guy. Works okay for that. That's not too bright. And he's the only one that's going to get it. So that is orange and blue and white. And this is like the original color I made. That is right for their wool here, mostly for this guy in front and just a little bit for this guy back in here. He's the closest one. You know. Now that brush has got a little bit of color on it. I can do this back here. So basically, you're getting their back haunches around the little bit of their belly and their front leg, and then the back of their head, neck, and head, and that's all you get. Okay. All right, that's like that. Shoot. Okay. Smaller brush. We'll get in there and start noodling out the face a little bit. Need a nice small bristle. If have a lot of paint on it, would be nice. I'm just getting the sides of the head cool down the middle, basically. And that was more green again than blue. I was thinking it was maybe down it closer to the nose. It was a little blue. Most of it was uh, green, which was oxide red and green mix. Kind of like what we've been putting down in here. So we got to do a little bit of that and a little bit of shadow underneath. Go back and sharpen up a few spots here. Where I was thinking the ears were going to go. Using oxide red and blue on the red side here for basically insides of the ears. Then go a little probably cad red right in the middle of this outside ear. There we go. Okay, eyeballs. Now, this is for all those chickens out there who are afraid to do eyeballs and things like that. This is how I do it. Just a little knife, tip of the knife, kind of find out where it's going to go. Just touch it in. And a little red on this one. Just a slight cut. I'm going to be using pretty much the same colors. The nose here too. A little dark. Maybe just a little bit less than that.
What pretty eyes he has.
There, one's up, one's down.
The better to see you with, my dear.
How many Mai Tais have you had?
Only 3.
Turn this. Yeah, but it's only been an hour.
That's a light night for me.
Yeah.
I'm impressed at how clean your hands are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the object's not to get it all over me. I probably should be
You
doing,
did pretty good.
yeah. Now, big old smile. Oh gosh, come on, go in there. Oh well. Didn't go anywhere very well. I'm always wiping my hands off too, though. So I can do those marks and push everything around. Okay, not bad. Okay. Now I will bring out a synthetic and try to get it to. Bristles are tough to get any detail on with if you don't have the right size ones. Doesn't go on. Touch of oil. Then grab the paint. Probably just a little bit long of a head. Probably should have shortened that a little bit. Oh well. No, just gonna highlight it. I'm gonna go with pinks mostly, I think, and then maybe ochreish on the back, very back. Took all that time to make this color. I better use it. Oh, well. I think those eyes probably could come down just here. back in and just get a little more space in here. Green showing through more than the red right here. Oh well.
It really looks awesome, Jim.
Oh. It's fun. Yeah, all it's really needed is some little warm greens. You know, some more canned orange type green things, maybe. You know, just little pockets. A little bit of neat knife work and should be there. Yeah. Well. Well, that's about it. I mean, I'm not going to get too much more in today. I mean, the only thing needs is just little teeny spots of color coming in here. Yeah. Just little teeny ones like this. Yeah, it needs a little bit, but that's for when I get to it again. I'm gonna bring it in. Now, so you can see that blue. That's more of a green, but I did put it over alizarin and blue. So maybe that's where the kind of you still get that blue shimmer going on, and then you get the green. The face is kind of messed up. I gotta get in front of it to do that, right? And then the guys back there, just basically hunched over little guys. Information back there is pretty simple so far. I haven't gotten too much back there. I could put in the fog, which I haven't, looked at. Kind of just walked past that. We got, well, I guess it's 10 after. Let me see if I can do it in one stroke. Doing a purple. Gotta be a warm purple. And just soften that bottom line. That makes more sense then. Everything starts to. Well, nothing's in really focus. That would probably make sense. It really works. For now. Let's see. We got a lot of people. Hopefully everybody painted except for Kathleen, and so Annette's here still. So whoever wants to turn their stuff on and we'll let you out of class early. Okay. Nobody?
I put my brushes down about 45 minutes ago because I just got lost because my colors were not coming out like yours, but I'll show you what I have so far. I'm just going to watch the video as soon as you post it.
Okay.
So you can see I
Oh,
know where. Wait, I have eyes on there though. Holy crap. Put the eyes on first. Who knew?
what?
Good job.
I'm just gonna watch your video as soon as you post it and I'll finish it.
Oh, okay. Well, I liked your gold sheep.
Oh yeah, they're all little gold, tiny golden sheep. There's
Yeah,
some
nice.
Bible, there's a reference to that, I think, but I didn't mean for that, but
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I like them.
thank you.
Okay, who else we got here? Marcia, did you paint?
Marcia who? Which Marcia?
You, Marcia.
Okay. I got as far as drawing it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work. That looks about right proportions. Yeah, a little heavier in the back end like that. That's good. She's drawing it on canvas though.
Yeah.
That's right there. That's what you're gonna be painting on. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
Well,
how are you gonna?
I need to just, I can't go as fast as you do with the colors. And I went to one of my art clubs today and talked to one of my painter friends, and she says the issue I have with phthalo is I put too much of it in. And so I need to really sit down and work with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing you learn. You should learn pretty quickly, though. It's
Well,
a strong,
James,
strong color.
Jim, I never used phthalo green till I met you.
Yeah, that's what they all said. And then they never go back.
You're a corrupting influence on me.
Once you go phthalo, you never go back.
Yes, that is true.
Well,
And
I
you
don't
wear
know.
it a
It
lot
still
too on your
scares
clothes.
me. So.
I don't get it anywhere. Come on, guys, clean hands. Anyway.
That's the color I always find on me. It's there.
All right.
When I first started painting in oil, I was painting outside, and the dog was there and came over to see what I was doing, and then turned around to go in the house, and I saw he had a whole tail full of purple paint. So grabbed him before he got in the house.
That's a good one. Hey, you saved yourself. That would have been, if you don't see it, and it just go everywhere.
Oh yeah, he's a golden doodle. He's got a big fluffy tail.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
The groomer was real unhappy with me, so.
Oh, how you get that out?
Yeah.
All right, let's see, Lori.
Yep. Oh my God.
What's up?
Well, I had a run-in with the Venetian.
You had Venetian problems?
Yep. Much.
Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
That head is fabulous. Wow. I love the orange coming down the light on that one side. That looks gorgeous. It works really, really well. And I like your sheep. You look at how light she made her sheep. And look at those. She put corn stacks into this painting. I cannot believe she went all that way. You're a little workhorse.
Didn't want to do any more sheep.
So I'll put in corn stacks or hay stacks, whatever. That's really good, though. I love it.
And there are 3 chickens in the background.
Does she have chickens in there too?
No, those are sheep.
No.
Probably too white.
I know. But your front one, man, he's a keeper, boy. He's really just holding it down. And I do like the way you did that and the nice angles you have on the corn things too. So you see them, they just arc around and they just draw you back around the painting. Really nice. And nice stuff. Wow, good job, Lori.
Beautiful. Great job, Lori.
Nice work. I'll give you a solid B+.
About a half hour ago, it was a disaster.
Yeah, but you turned it around, girl.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what you can do to cut into that Venetian when you use it. I use too much, and then everything is that color.
It's kind of nice though. It's working out pretty good. It looks really good on it so far. Okay,
folks, I'm going to say good night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night.
It's almost 10:30 for me. I'll post on the Facebook page. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, you too, Linda. Take care.
What do you mean it's 10:30? I'm going. What is she gonna? You gonna go to bed? When you can't do that? Okay, Lisa, what are you showing us? There you go, Lisa.
It's a rainbow.
Pretty.
They're sheep.
Look at that sheep. He has all the colors, doesn't he? Good job of getting a lot of colors in there. That's interesting. That's real nice.
No, it's heinous.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not good.
What are you going to do then? How are you going to fix your heinous sheep?
I have to watch your video because I fell behind and went rogue. So I don't think color anywhere.
You know what you're missing? You're missing the orange in there. That's all you're missing. That's what you're missing. You're missing a little bit of the orange. Yeah, you went rogue, but it's a good rogue so far. I say watch how bright your sheep are in the back, but and things like that. But I think it's it's good piece. Okay, shut up.
Okay. It's fun to listen to you struggle to try to find something good to say. It's very nice.
Struggling. It looks
it's
like
only
it's halfway finished. I want to see it finished before I really, struggle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
got
It's
a
good.
nice dewy look to it, though.
I think it's gonna work out fine. She just
Yeah.
Okay. We did Lori, we got Lynette coming up. And
Okay, now.
Laura down there. If Laura's awake yet, she might have went to bed too. It's 10:30 here. She might have went to bed.
Okay, so just a little disclaimer here.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of phthalo in my sheep.
Did you get it?
And then the sheep in the
green.
background.
I like it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Pretty.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's gorgeous. What are you talking about?
Well,
That's the best dog I've ever seen. No, not really.
Some kid would like this.
Oh, I love it so far. I mean, let me come in a little closer. That's beautiful. Yeah, the face is really good too. Okay, all you got to do now is lose the sharp edge on his back, just like you did on his forehead, his head. Beautiful there. That's all you got to do is soften that up. Soften up the legs a little bit and find the back leg. Love the green. That's a great base. Now just pull out a little more grass out of it, and then work on your buried sheep in the back.
Yeah.
Little
lumps of something.
Yeah, I know those guys aren't they?
Yeah.
And if they don't put up their head, you can also cheat it. You don't have to do you can steal a black head from one of the other ones and put it on there too, and on the one right behind him, so it's not too boring or anything like that. I'm gonna probably end up doing that too.
Okay.
But good placement of your heroic sheep.
It's
really
only
good.
a 9x12. It's very small.
Good. I could see that winning a lot of awards at the over there.
Sure.
Yeah, Lynette.
No,
Thank
more
you.
awards. More awards for Lynette.
Thank you.
Okay. Laura, turn on
Great.
your stuff. Where's
Lynette.
Mike? Mike, go home. Mike might have cut out early too, I guess. He didn't say anything. Okay. Laura, turn your stuff on.
No, I kind of gave up on this one. I'm not going to show.
Oh. Oh, she doesn't want to hurt her rep, do you?
No, I just really don't want to show this.
Oh, what do you guys think?
It was a humbling experience.
Yes, right?
Leave her be.
Come on, it was just a sheep. It was this was the easy one. This is one I build you up with, so you come back this spring,
It does look like a hard technique, though.
It ended up being a little bit more, but the image was simple enough. It was one sheep, one decent sheep.
Yeah.
And the rest, rest needs some work, but okay. See, I'm struggling to think. So, this is it for the class. Next week, I think we are going to be off, but I'll try to get you guys in for one more class before we start spring session. So I'll let you guys know when that is. I mean, spring session is going to start probably the second or third week in March. So if you show up on the second week and I'm not there, then it's the third week. Okay. Okay.
Well, we're getting used to sharing you anymore.
Yeah. No.
Well, I'll miss you, Jim.
Oh yeah.
We all will.
My Mondays just won't be the same.
You got plenty of playbacks, girls. You can always turn on all those guys are still up there. You guys can go back and paint things. If you want to paint some on Saturdays classes, I can put those up for you too. So you can, if you want to paint the horse or any of that other stuff, just let me know.
Well, I'm overwhelmed as it is. So
You have a lot to catch up on.
I know I do. I know I do.
You'll do it. You'll do it.
Yeah.
So you got,
Yeah.
you got a couple of years. Let's keep working on it.
Well, it'll keep me out of trouble. You know the kind
We'll
of
try to
trouble
get
I
our-
can get into.
Yeah.
We'll try to get our schoolwork in.
Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you're all joining in every week and things. So hopefully we'll see you all again in spring here. And I'll finish mine up a little bit more, and you guys finish yours up. See them up on the Facebook, and see what we want to do.
Okay.
Right?
Night, everybody.
Okay, take
Thank
care.
you.
See you later.
Night.
Good night.
A la prochaine.